Hello everyone, welcome back to Roots and Shadows. Today we are examining the feminist concerns in Shashi Deshpande's Roots and Shadows. In the early classes, we have gone through a critical summary of Roots and Shadows. Today we are examining feminist concerns in the novel. We have already discussed that the novel portrays the life in a traditional middle class joint family household. However, more powerful representation is about the status of women in contemporary Indian society. Here, a traditional joint family is portrayed as a perfect example for patriarchal authority. By placing the events of the novel in such a family, Deshpande cleverly reveals the inferior status of women in Indian society. Novel exposes how women are marginalized, that is, forced to move to the sides in the family. So, we can say that the novel expresses the feminist concerns. Before moving further, let us try to find out what is feminism. Feminism tries to explore how, through the history of mankind, power and authority have come to be deposited in the male, while female has been reduced to a position of powerlessness. It tries to expose how gender prejudices influence every aspects of social life. Feminism tries to oppose patriarchal authority. See, this is something very important. Contrary to the popular notion, feminism is not against man, but it is against patriarchal authority. There are many people who thinks that feminism is against man. Feminist writings try to rewrite women's story again, separating it from the patriarchal norms. All previous novels of Shashi Deshpande exhibit all these concerns. Deshpande's novels often portray women characters who are trapped in between tradition and modernity. Tradition holds the gender prejudices. It supports patriarchy. Modernity holds need for self-assertion and identity. All novels written by Deshpande exhibit the conflicts of women trapped between these two poles. Verbal insults, sexual oppression, marginalization on account of being a woman, all these traces of patriarchy are exposed. Deshpande gives narrative voice to women. She presents all types of women in Indian society, from those who conform to tradition to those who wants to establish their identity. She captures the inner disturbances of women's mind within domestic walls. Male and female domains are carefully portrayed in the novel. The spheres of activity and realms of influence of two sexes are well defined. Decision making and power are invested with men. This is evident from the fact that only they attend the family meetings in the library, which is shown in the novel. Women are assigned the task of running the household and keeping the things in order. See, an irony is that Akka is a woman. However, the power exercised by her is patriarchal. She is described as a transvestite. Who is a transvestite? A transvestite is a person who dresses in the garments of opposite sex. Akka is a female patriarch. She has internalized all rules of patriarchy. The irony is that she herself suffered inequality and marginalization as a young bride. When she got power, she did not utilize it for raising the status of women in the family. Instead, she chose to exercise power over all. Women like Kaki and Atya spend their lives slaving for others. Through the memories of Indu, growing up within a traditional joint family as a woman is clearly marked. She was scolded for talking with a boy in the library. Minnie had no other way other than accepting the marriage suggested by Akka. Women are taught that they did not belong to the household they are born in. Marriage and childbearing are seen as the focal points of a woman's existence. The case of Minnie clearly tells that women is nothing. Women are nothing but a commodity in the marriage market. Though Indu married Jayant by her own choice, their married life was not different. Jayant also expected her to conform to his desires and decisions. Deshpande observes, what was marriage after all but two people brought together after cold-blooded bargaining to meet, mate, and reproduce so that generations might continue. From Roots and Shadows, page 3. The novel ends with Indu taking a decision to live a life which gives her uh, gives her an internal satisfaction. All novels by Shashi Deshpande present women who finds such self-realizations. Thank you. See the family tree given in page number 12 of the PDF I shared with you. It presents the relationships between the family members. You should be well versed with the names of the characters and their relationships. In the next class, I will provide the answers to comprehension questions in the textbook. Meanwhile, read the introductory material I have supplied to know about various themes of the novel. Thank you.